Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year. Hope you had a good Christmas. Hope you had a good New Year. Big up yourselves, yeah? It's been quite slow for us on the content because work's not the best. No one's got any money after Christmas because they did it right. And yeah, it's not very good. But today we're back. We're doing a few jobs at our wholesalers. So we're at RS, big up RS. We've got some outside lighting to change. Want to wire and some other bits, I think, but we'll get into it. I'm going to get the stuff off and then show you what's what. Randating. So here is the plan. Sorry about the road noise, I am right next to the road. So there's a photo cell there, and that goes onto that armoured, which comes right the way round. Get for a close-off part, nice. Right the way round, down here, under the ground there, and it goes up to feed the LED strip in the lights there. We think this is faulty. What I will do is disconnect it first, see what's tripping and what is what. But the plan is, we're going to cut into this armoured, box up there, and then come out to a floodlight on an angle bracket shooting down there. So it's all fed from that photo cell and it will be awesome. So here's the plan. We've got a JCC flood, which is 30 watt, I think. That's going to be going onto this, which is an angle bracket. So we'll fix that to the wall like that, and then the front just turns wherever you want it. That'll obviously sit on there, which will throw the light towards the car park, which is what they want. This will all be going into one of these boxes. Now, I'm not sure I've shown these on the channel yet. So these are boxes from Hensel. Now, if we take the cover off, it has this awesome thing inside. So here, we can put 8 armoureds into this, and they're all earthed together. You don't need the knuckle dusters, anything like that. And then you just have one flying lead, which just attaches onto there, and then obviously connects to our earth. So if you're doing outside lighting, garden lighting, anything like that, this will earth it through, make it all continuous, and just fly off with your one lead, make it neater, nicer, easier to connect. Then this screws onto the wall with these. So this then slots into there like that, nice, and then you've just got one either side for your fixings, and then put the cover on, good to go, mint. So our armoured is going to go into here once we've cut it. It's earth through there, earth the back in there, straight into our Wago, and then obviously the flex out to our new light from there. Let's get it up, get the armoured cut, see what we think. This here is actually the scientific way of checking a photo cell. So I've just taped it off and it worked. So everything else works, and what I've done is disconnected that, and that is obviously what's tripping it, because everything else came on. That didn't, because I've disconnected it, so we're good to go. So our first step is going to be try and pull a little bit of slack upwards. We're going to cut into the cable here, gland that side. This side we're going to leave for now, and then put our box on. I'll show you what I mean now. I've got the cover off and I have cut one of the knockouts out there. So our gland is going to go in there. We're using a storm gland, and then obviously the lock nut is going to tighten down onto there. We'll tighten this up, and then as you can see now, that is earth through that plate there. So what we'll do is get that on the wall. We've got another one here for when we connect that armoured back up once it's sorted, and then they'll both be earthed together via that back plate and off there with our single earth. This is what I'm talking about. So we're on the angle bracket shining down over the car park, and then we flex down and into our Hensel box there. So I've just come around the back for now, just in case they want it moving really. I've left all the slack on the cable, and then this, our armoured, straight into that back plate there, and then off and into our Wago for the earth. The person who's done it originally has put the black as the neutral, so I've just had to mark it up like that. So black's neutral, grey is the earth. It's not how we do it, but still. So then that'll push in there, and then box lid over the top. Lovely job. This armoured here, I'm just going to leave coiled up for now. I am going to go and have a look at it now, but for now. If we're not using it, I'll leave it down there. If I can fix it, sort it, I'll bring it up, put it in there, and then that'll go in with our Wagos as well. So that armoured we've disconnected comes up the back of this sign, up to that whisker box there, and then flexes off to nice. I would say that that is something to do with the fault, but I'm going to get the ladders in, strip it down, have a look, see if we can see any moisture anywhere, open this box up, which I think will house the transformers for the tape, just see what's what, see if there's any water in there, and then yeah, go from there. So I've roughed it in. I'll gland that in now, cleat it back down nicely. I've reconnected it, and we've got that far side working around the corner. So I've disconnected this side because this comes into this whisker box here. Then we've got 240 going to there, which is a big transformer that feeds that sign. But this one is a light, and the transformer's built into the light. So obviously at some point that one's gone down and they've replaced it, and now this one's gone down. So there's a flex that comes out and over. I've disconnected that, and the power is back on. So I've just got to quickly get a gland now, gland into the bottom of that, tidy that cable up, we're good to go. Boom, shake, shake, shake the room. So, glanded that in, nice. Mint in it, huh? Hey? I did want to show you then, because of that metal insert, when we're doing garden lights and things, it's going to be absolutely perfect. So this is all back on, and then if you can see that, that strip's on, this side's not. So what we'll probably have to do is that black flex that comes out of there, put that with the transformer and replace the LED tape and get rid of the transformer in that light. That's the plan anyway, but that's another time. I'm absolutely freezing. Next job on the list is to swap that there. So we're going to be swapping that. It's 100 watt with a PIR. We're going to be swapping it to a 50 watt with a PIR because that one is knackered. Let's get it done. Not very good with heights. I'm going to have to get someone to hold the ladder in on. It's going to bounce like a bouncy thing. Right, I've changed that outside light and there is no power. So here's our flex, it comes up and it's into a click on the back of that steel. So I've tested that, there's no power. Basically it goes down, through, up into that conduit and across into that trunking. So I don't really want to be taking all that apart. So what we're going to do, get rid of the click, put a little joint on it, take it down to across here, and then there's a socket just down there. So we'll trail it across just to get the power on, because it only needs a permanent live, because obviously it's got the sensor. So let's disconnect this. Right, I've put that in that joint box, put the joint box in the steel, cable tied over to the conduit, and then it loops around and down there to our socket. Just like that, and we are on. We're going to check with the gaffer, see what's next. So that light is done and on. And then I have been up there and adjusted the sensor on that light over there. So that's about it, I think, for this video. Nice, short and sweet to get me back into the swing of things. But like I say, I have not got much work on, so don't be expecting many videos. But it's picking up. I've been and done a load of quotes. We just had a rewire come in and a few kitchens and bathrooms. So obviously it's picking up, which is good, which is what we like. So yeah, we're done. All the materials obviously have come from RS because that's where we're working. But yeah, check them out. I'm still going to leave their link in the description. Do check them out for a quote. I'm going to be leaving their link in every video now because obviously I do appreciate everything they do. And if any of you can pop over, tell them you've come from me. That will be awesome. So big up yourselves. Thank you very much for watching. If there is any videos that you'd want me to do, a bit of testing, anything like that, let me know in the comments. I'll get it recorded for you. And yeah, give you something to watch. And also, we've hit our 6K. We didn't quite make the goal. Nick gave us a shout out just after New Year, and obviously it has shot up. So thank you to everyone who has pressed that subscribe button. If you haven't, please do consider it. We'll appreciate every single one of you, as we do our existing subscribers and members. Big up yourselves. See you later. Ta-ra.